What has it been like for you both getting to experience these vast range of new roles since, your early breakout work in the small screen?
I mean, really? Like, I don't want to test out.
I'm excited to get to talk about this show. I did not know what to expect going in, and I'm absolutely hooked after 4 episodes. I can't wait to see what comes next. Now, Cristin, you of course worked with Andy before on Palm Springs, but what was it about this show for both of you, Cristin, if you'd like to start, then William, that really drew you to the project?
Well, right off the bat, Andy's involvement, he told me about the show when we did Palm Springs. He told me about his idea for it, and we left it at like, well, great, if it ever happens, let me know. But it's so hard to get anything. It's a miracle that anything gets made. So I sort of just was like, all right, great. If it happens, give me a call. And then when I was able to do it, Will was already involved, and Will and I have known each other and worked with each other before. And that was like a no-brainer for me. So Andy, Will, and then the scripts were so good and so different, very unexpected. Like, I just kept getting surprised at every turn. And I just kept feeling like I hadn't seen anything like this, which I'm like, that's like catnip to me.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I just couldn't predict where the story was going at all. And I also felt like it didn't adhere to any specific genre, which sort of puts me in a place where I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how these things are played sometimes, and this is kind of the vibe and the tone that I'm going to need to lean into. It was one of the things where I had no idea. And so that was exciting. It was also one of those things that's sort of thrilling about getting to do this job, is that you get to take some risks and do some things where you're jumping into the deep end, and you only kind of learn how to swim like yesterday, like that feeling. And that's, and so that's kind of what drew me to this, because it's just like, I feel almost like when I was like first starting out as an actor, and like you get a part and you're just like, I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't understand what I'm doing here, but somehow they think that I'm supposed to be able to do this, and then just going for it. So like, it was just thrilling in that way.
So I love when this show comes along too, that it continues both of your rises from your breakout work, whether it's Cristin with Palm Springs and Made for Love, or William with Love Life and with We Broke Up. What has it been like for you both getting to experience these vast range of new roles since, your early breakout work in the small screen? I
mean, really? Like, I'm like, I don't want to test out. I'm having a ball. I love it. I mean, I feel like I think I've always had like a fear of getting older in this industry. Like, that's like in the room, and actually like with each passing year, I have the privilege of like playing more complex people with each year that passes. And that has been like one of the most incredible gifts, and I can't believe it. I just love it. I love getting to play fully formed humans. I love getting to work with the people I get to work with. So yeah, I hope that like it, continues. Well,
yes. Well, thank you. I feel like this is what you get into it for, is to be able to just try a bunch of different stuff. And, I think that career-wise, especially when, you're working in TV, it's much easier to do something similar to the thing that you did before, and to sort of stay in that track. And it's not easy, but it's like, it's one of those things that people have seen you do this one thing and they want you to keep doing that, because they're like, oh, well, this is a known quantity. We know that this person can do this thing. And I feel really fortunate that a lot of the stuff that has come my way in the last couple of years has all been just kind of wild and all over the map. And I've been able to like try a bunch of different stuff, which is, what I got into it for. I didn't really want to, I don't want to I didn't want it to start to feel like, it would start to feel like a job to me if I was just doing the thing that I was familiar with and was in my wheelhouse. It's more fun and scary to sort of just do stuff that you're a little bit afraid of. And they sort of still, it makes me feel young.
Well, I've been excited to see both of your guys' rise in the past few years. I think The Resort is a wonderful another chapter in that rise, and I can't wait to spread the word about it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat.
Thank you.